Okay, part 3, you might say. I've laid in more of the oranges, the fire on the log, the base of where I want to go, kind of sculpting it. Yes, all this is going to be black, but now I'm going to start to spray in a real dark chocolate brown first. The reason why is I need to have that underneath the black so that the black looks way better and not so stark. I erase the pencil lines as I go. This is going to be an orange glow, so I'll go around it, leaving it out of focus look. I'm air drying it. Get rid of the ring. Just taking my time working small areas. I don't want to lose my hot spot. That's where the flame, the yellow flame has an orange glow and then like a sunspot or a burst off the edge, like a solar flare. And I got to kind of save that by working around it. So this is the process that I'll use to do all the dark areas with freehand skills. No shield here, just a nice freehand skill. Creating a line and then working off the line until it disappears. Right, so that's basically it there. I'm going to come in here. My student's using a shield. He blocks each section out. And the more I looked at how that worked, because I have the freehand skills, I didn't like the stencil look. So I'm trying to avoid that. But it's good for a beginner. Now I'm going to fog over that a little, knock it back into the picture. You hardly see it, so it will be very, like glowing. Here is going to be a dark area, but you got black, black, brown first, right here. If I get a little too saturated or wet, meaning like runny, I will just air dry it. Now that's going to be ghosted, so I'm going to fog. This is where you do gradation. You're losing the edges, so it starts to hide it. There's no lines. The airbrush is really quick. It's a great way to paint for me. I like painting with the paintbrush too, but I got to say that this... Oh, let me put a little black on this right now. All right. Give me 1 second. If I can find my black. Blue, violet. Okay. Black. Oh, they all look the same. There it is. Black. Did that for my students because our fingers wore off the actual label. Okay. So now when I spray the black on top of the brown, test it, it's not gonna look stark like that on the white. It's gonna look velvety. Beautiful look. Now I'm going to come in here. It's a harder edge here, so I'll get freehand. And because my wife is holding the camera, I'm actually not really in front of my work the way I like to be. It's going to come bursting into here like this. That's that spot. Doesn't matter that this isn't finished yet or whatever, because I left the area open. I'm going to go around this spot again. So the brown did its job. Get in real close here, using a dagger stroke. Any little mistakes I make, I can come back and erase it later. I'm not even worried about it. That'll glow, that'll glow. See, it's starting to look like I want it to look like. If you put some music on in the background, you relax, and you don't even know you have the airbrush in your hand. And I think, yeah, it becomes an extension of your hand after you learn to control it. So you really and truly, this is the stroke I'm doing. It's the dagger stroke. That's called tip dry, the dagger stroke, or the feather stroke, softer. Okay, so now I'm going to come over here and darken this whole corner. I went a little fast there, so. Once you start getting the yellow in, it'll start really looking alive. This gets ghosted back into the picture. A little black over it. here. Now this takes a little control. Turn the air down a little. Have the Mac valve. There we go. Now I come in here. I'm going to aim out. And actually I need more air to make it go. And I'm just sculpting in that little triangle there, just kind of freehanding it in. Get in tight, do a pump stroke, which is a little dot.